What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today is September the 26th. I want to give you a quick pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and what big money is doing today. Before we get into any of that, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. Starting off with data, kind of the best case scenario played out. So GDP came in line with expectations. Initial jobless claims lower than anticipated, so 218 versus 224 the forecast. Couple of Fed speakers, one of which is Powell, coming out in roughly 39 minutes. So that is going to cause some volatility, but as of right now, futures are very green. So NASDAQ up 1.38%, S&P it is up 0.77, and then Dow is up 0.36. The only negative side of this good data, as weird as that sounds, is essentially the likelihood of maybe a stronger rate cut for November might be diminished, but we'll just have to wait and see what the market does say. But there's a couple other things that is really pushing the market higher today, leading into today. So you had Micron's earnings after hours yesterday, as well as more of a resurgence and kind of hype associated to that stimulus coming from China. So Chinese stocks are rallying. Fear and greed index is under the greed category. So honestly, this is kind of the best case scenario that is somewhat playing out. In some cases, of course, some stocks aren't doing all that great, but starting off with SOFI, it is up slightly, piggybacking off of just the broader market. No actual news, no SEC filings, nothing like that. Right now, 17.52% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 183.27 million shares. Right now, with it at 782 pre-market, it is trading between this S1 and the pivot. So 807 will be the next strong resistance / target. 772 will be the strong support. Kind of bounce off of that, so just watch for that to hold for, I guess, dependent on what Powell says, if he causes some fear or something like that. But nonetheless, SOFI seems to be wanting to bounce higher. Micron, that's going to be kind of the talk of the town for the most part. Phenomenal earnings, way better than anticipated. Currently up 17+%. Oddly enough, it's not heavily shorted, but for the sector, it kind of is. So 3.36% of the free float is being shorted. And as you can kind of see, shorts have been really doubling down ever since August. So it went from around 2.2% to now the 3.3. So not that big of a difference, but on a comparable basis, that's a pretty big increase, right? So something to keep in mind. As of right now, it is pulling back slightly. So it was 112-ish. I think it almost reached 113 pre-market. So probably did bounce off of this R2. So $113.51 will be the next strong target / resistance. And then 107 will be the strong support. In all honesty, I could see both being touched throughout the trading day, only because pre-market, once the actual earnings did come out, it was gravitating and staying around this R1. So we'll just have to wait and see what does come. Like I said, stimulus associated to China is causing a lot of hype. NIO is up, no news, nothing like that. They will be submitting their actual numbers, their delivery numbers, in less than a week. So that always is a very good catalyst for NIO. But right now, just the hype, so it is above $6, so pretty good stuff for that. 12.02% of the free float is being shorted, so that has gone down quite a lot. And yeah, shorts lost their shit, pardon my French, on it going up quite a lot. So yeah, I think they're kind of retracing back slightly, but 160.49 million shares overall are being shorted. Right now, with it at 608, it is trading between this R2 and this R3. So 605 is going to be the strong support, and then 619 will be the next strong resistance / target. In my opinion, with it being so close to this R2, it might break back into this R1 to R2, so 597 will be that key one to watch for. Alibaba, similar to NIO, it is getting a hell of a lot of hype. And even aside from that, though, the Elliott Wave Technicals was projecting for it to get to over $100 anyways. So it kind of, all this hype just sped it up a little bit. But Alibaba, for the size of the company, it is somewhat heavily shorted, so 3.23% of the free float is being shorted. Again, take that with a grain of salt, and no matter what, none of these stocks I'm bringing up is a squeeze play. So you're not going to see mother of all short squeeze kind of scenarios with any of these stocks, regrettably. But with it at 102, it is above all the key fib levels. So it's just going to be more so whole numbers from here on out. So yeah, Alibaba is a beast of a company. Like I said in my last time I covered it, if you guys did buy in that 70s, give yourself a shout out. I did buy in at, I think it was 82, and I sold at 90. I kind of wish I would have, although it wasn't that much in general, but I kind of wish I would have held it a little bit longer. But Intel, and because of Micron, Intel and the whole sector is just going up. So right now it is up 3.23%. Intel is, again, not really heavily shorted. It is and isn't, depending on how you see it, but 3.45% of the free float is being shorted. So for a large cap company, that's pretty substantial, and you can kind of just see how shorts really did increase quite a lot. Same goes for Micron, and right now with it at 24 and change, it is trading between its pivot and this R1. So 23.86 is going to be that next strong support. I don't see that being touched today, again, unless Powell really comes out and really shakes the broader market. But $28.40 will be the next strong target / resistance, and I definitely do not see that being touched today unless there's some acquisition news or something along those lines. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on these stocks. What stocks are you kind of watching today? And if so, throw your tickers in the description below. Make sure you guys definitely take advantage of this promo. On a side note, it does give you 5 free stocks, and it is only up until September the 30th. So this is a kick-ass deal. Link to this is in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you guys watching.